Make sure you tap that bell so you never miss a video.
Alright, what's going on, guys? We just got back from the PlayStation conference. I didn't actually get to go. We had to watch it outside because the lineups were fucking ridiculous. They didn't show a lot. They showed some gameplay. Last of Us obviously being the biggest for me anyway. I thought it was the best showing out of the four main titles they showed. They showed pretty much Ellie with a flashback to when she was at a dance or something. And she's just making out with this other chick. And then she goes to this, I guess it'd be present day, kind of running away from these bandits. Pretty good showing. A lot of action. Obviously, Joel wasn't in it at all, which is, I don't know. We'll see, because I know the trailers before, they kind of alluded to him being in the story somehow, but they didn't show him today. Yeah, no, the game looks good. There was a lot of, like I said, a lot of action. Beautiful game, dark, which was nice. Like I said in my other videos, a lot of colorful games are being shown here. That was the most gritty that we've seen out of a lot of the stuff that we've seen. So I'm pretty happy with it. It looks really good. I was actually surprised they started the show with it, although their conference altogether was kind of fucked up. They started off in this old this old abandoned barn, and then went to the conference after they showed Last of Us, so it was a little bit strange. Spider-Man looks dope. Obviously, we've seen gameplay from that already. I think it looks really good. Me and John were talking, and it feels a lot or at least it looks a lot like the Batman games in terms of combat. But what I said to him was the movement through the city with the spider webs and swinging, it really reminds me of the old Spider-Mans on the GameCube and stuff. So we'll see more once it comes out, obviously. I'm probably going to buy it just because it looks super dope. They showed off a lot of the villains. Yeah, it fast-paced, action-packed. They didn't show a lot of QuickTime events in it, which was dope. That was one thing that a lot of people were worried about. But I think it's going to be really good. Ghost of Tsushima, however the fuck you pronounce it. The fields look great, and the swordplay looks okay, but we didn't really get to see I don't know, I feel like they showed it, but they showed it on a cinematic mode, where we didn't really get to see how the combat actually works. It looks a lot like Assassin's Creed, the old style with parrying. Graphics look great. But to be honest, it was just kind of boring to watch. That was the same with Death Stranding. It was just Norman Reedus walking and climbing. They showed him holding this baby in a tank. They showed this other chick with him where she eats a maggot at the end. I don't really know what the fuck is going on with the game, but the showing of it was pretty terrible. I know people are going to suck Kojima's dick anyway and say it was the best thing ever, but they didn't really show much. They showed him walking, and that little claptrap thing on his back shows some fucking dust demons and then he just gets sucked into an abyss, and that was pretty much it. It was just Norman Reedus on a fucking adventure hike with a baby in his tummy. I don't get it. I don't understand anything about it. So I really don't have an opinion. But people are going to be like, it's so mysterious, we have to buy it. But that showing was fucking god-awful. Some of the smaller things they showed, the new Remedy title, Control. It looked like Lauren Cohen from The Walking Dead was the main star in it, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But that looks pretty cool. I like Remedy. I like what they're doing with it, obviously. Neo 2, don't care. They showed a couple of VR games, Resident Evil 2, and then something where this fucking jelly thing dies in a bathtub. I have no idea what the hell it was even called, but I don't care. It's cool that Resident Evil 2 is back. From what I'm seeing, I believe it's VR, or at least it features VR. They showed Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Don't care. The big four. Out of the big four, I think only two of the four I actually enjoyed the showing, which was Last of Us and Spider-Man. I actually think this was a pretty weak conference in terms of console conferences. I think Xbox killed them this year, which is super surprising considering Xbox hasn't won a conference in 40 years. So it's pretty nice to see Xbox actually showing games for once, and Sony just having a hoedown in a fucking barn somewhere. It's weird. But yeah, I thought the conference was pretty weak. They showed a lot of gameplay. Last of Us, like I said, looks fucking dope. That's probably the biggest takeaway for me. But that conference was pretty shallow, pretty empty. Anyways, guys, that's all I really got for it. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, you guys probably disagree with me. A lot of people on Twitter disagree with me, but I thought that conference was just not that great. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, you are. Click that button, and I'll see you on the next one.